Hello everybody and welcome back to Octopath Traveler. It's me, Dark Mazda, for Dark Mazda Series Gaming. In the last episode we did Cyrus's Chapter 2, where he was tracking down the tome about necromancy when it all came to all. And he confronted a guy who was killing people in order to make bloodstones, which he later found was commissioned to him. So he is in search of the real tome, and yes, we will see how that unfolds at a later date in Cyrus's Chapter 3. For now though, we are going to continue with Hannett's Chapter 2, so let's get going. Hello everybody and welcome back to Octopath Traveler. It's me, Dark Mazda, for Dark Mazda Series Gaming, and this episode we are going to be focusing on Hannett. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner there, she does need to go and visit the inn, but she has also got the secondary job of a warrior. So she is a huntress normally and uses bows and arrows, and now she also uses swords and polearms as well as axes. So yeah, she's an all-round heavy hitter. We just need to level her up and maybe upgrade her equipment at some point. So her Chapter 2 is all the way over here in Stonegard. So I was going to go there, fast travel, but apparently we haven't discovered it yet. So we are going to go to the nearest town, which is Cobblestone, and then make our way there. We're at danger level 11, so some of the fights here will help towards Hannett's leveling process. Feels like we've run across this road a hell of a lot in the last few episodes. So Stonegard, we're going this way. Danger level 30 apparently. Gotta watch out. See what this signpost says. Stonegard to the right. That's right, I had business here. So we're going to get straight on with Hannett's Chapter 2. It's recommended level 27. She's like level 14 or something, but we're going to do it anyway. You travel to Stonegard, where your master Xanta was headed when he penned his first and only letter, and so your search begins. The story so far. And so Hannett set forth in search of Xanta. Her master, the closest thing to a father she had vanished while pursuing the baleful fiend Redeye, and the huntress has vowed to find him and bring him home. The direwolf Hagen, Xanta's ever-faithful companion, had returned to their village, but alone. It was enough to make Hannett feel the worst. In the first and only letter he wrote before disappearing, Xanta had mentioned the town of Stonegard, and so Hannett followed her master to the highlands, but to what avail? Stonegard. This is where Master said he would sojourn. Well, Hagen, dost thou perceive his scent? Something about this place confuseth and troubleth thee, but no matter. Thou hast done well to bringing us here. Now it is my turn to lead in the hunt. But this is a large and sprawling settlement, not like our forest home. Now, child, thou needst not fear. We will ask the people. Someone is bound to knoweth of Master. I am glad thou agreest. Now where to begin the search? The alehouse, of course. If Master is known anywhere in this town, it would be there. So make for the tavern. We are first going to rest at the inn. Do we need to? I don't think we need to be fair. Just be a waste of money otherwise. But the tavern's just over here. I'm going to get this chest first. And we'll pop in the tavern. What can I do for you, lassie? A bowl of that broth if thou wouldst, and answering me a question. The broth is easy enough. As for answers, you'll have to ask the question before I can tell you if I have any. Knowest thou of a hunter named Xanta? I believe he sojourned here some moons ago. Aye, I know him, but I ain't seen him around for a spell now. Heard he'd taken to visiting a woman named Natalia. She's got an house on the edge of town. Natalia? This name is unfamiliar to me. I thank thee, landlord. If you don't mind me prying, lassie, you don't happen to be his prentice, do you?
Yes.
I am. I knew it. He used to talk about you all the time, he did, when he was in his cups. Apprentice who's nothing like him, strict and straight as an arrow, no time for foolishness and folly, he'd say. Soon as you mentioned his name, I reckoned you was one and the same, what with you matching his description and all. I'll take that as a compliment. Heh, will you now? What is it, Hagen?
Damn.
Something has happened. Come on, girl. We must follow him. I want to look in that house first. Ah, we can. So there we go. Nathan's bodyguard. Shoo, you mangy beast. Go on, bugger off.
At your service.
My dearest Natalia, what a delightful coincidence. Fancy running into each other here.
How are you?
Aye, fancy that. I was just returning from the market.
It is an honor.
Oh, but what a burden you are shouldering. My dear, you must allow me to deliver it for you. That is, I'll have my man here do it naturally.
Nay.
I'm most honoured, sir, but you needn't. Milady, I insist. I could not forgive myself if you were to strain a muscle. upon my honour, his worship never gives up, does he?
Right.
Poor lass, has caught the eye of the wrong sort. Bound to happen with her fair looks turning every man's head.
Not so.
He's a wolf draped in silks, and that soldier of his makes sure he don't fall afoul of the husbands and fathers. There ain't no refusing him once he's got the scent. Remember the miller's daughter. So that's it, Hagen. Thou knowest this woman, and thou art trying to help her. Wise creature that thou art, thou seest that she is in trouble, and so thou wilt to scaring off the soldier.
So then,
Is that right, Hagen?
understood.
Then letting me help. Were a fearsome beast to appearing before him, that soldier would fleen. A happenstance for which no one could be blamed. Travel banter, let's have a look. Hannet and Primrose, the sheer nerve of that man. Thou canst say that again. Consider yourself warned, Hannet. Stay well clear of self-centered men. I have little experience with menfolk, aside from my master, of course, but thou hast experience in abundance. Pray telling me of their ways. I suppose I know a thing or two. All right, there are two kinds of men in this world. Those who devote themselves to their trade or calling and spare little thought for the fairer sex, and those that have no time at all for work but plenty for pleasure. If that is my choice, I shall take neither. Why, Hannet, would seem you don't need my counsel after all. Provoke him? Go forth, my friend. I wasn't prepared for monsters.
Let us begin. Let my arrow fly and true. Let my arrow fly and true. What next? What next? Letting the hunt begin. Holding back nothing. Letting the hunt begin.
Oh, that was no good. That was close. Failing with path actions will negatively impact your reputation in town, so be careful. The townsfolk will not respond to your path actions if you have a poor reputation. Fortunately, the bartender at the tavern can fix your reputation for a fee. Fail 4 more times and your reputation in town will suffer. Right. Looks like we do need to level up just a little bit more before we continue. So what we will do is just rest at the inn for a moment. I'm going to do a few battles outside of town and then come back. So I'll catch you in a minute, guys. So hello guys, we've made it back. We did a little bit of leveling up and we got Hannah to level 21 and we're going to pop along and see if we can confront this guy over here. We do need to find the shop in this town. Oh, he can't let us through. If we can find the shop in this town, we can at least upgrade Hannah's equipment. But until then, we've got to try and face off against him like this. Oh, finally. Got something doing. Yeah, I'm a monster in the middle of town. Hey, where are you going? I paid good money for you.
Hagen?
Where have you been? You left so sudden, and I've had no tidings of neither of ye since. Where's your master, Hagen? Where's Xanta? Thou must be Natalia. I need speaking with thee. Oh, and who might ye be?
Greetings.
I'm Xanta's prentice. I have travelled here from the Darkwood.
You don't say.
His prentice, you say? Then you must be Hannah. I've heard tell of you. So master spake of me. I said you were a fine young huntress and learning fast, no matter his ham-fisted teaching. To reason others whilst belittling himself. That soundeth like master. Aye, he's a good man, but as guileless as a beet.
So then.
Guileless, yes. Fortis also, with a weakness for wine and dice. And yet he is honest and noble, and handleth a bow with the best of them.
'Tis true.
Aye, you speak the truth there. So where is the old rascal? If Hagen's here, he can't be far.
The truth
Hagen
is,
returned to our village alone. I have come here in search of master.
what?
Good gods, has something happened to the man? I was hoping that thou couldst help me answer that. I fear I may not be of much help, but I'm happy to tell you all I know.
Forgive me.
Can we talk at thine home, letting me carry some of that?
Thank you.
Oh, why thank you. I wish there was more I could tell you. Last I heard, he was heading for the forest out in the hills yonder. Then nothing.
Perchance.
When was this?
'Tis true.
3 months, I'd say, give or take. He'd disappeared before, only to show up all of a sudden a few days later. I thought this time would be the same, but then the days turned to weeks, and the weeks to... I beg thee forgivest my bluntness, but how didst you notice him? My husband died not so long ago. Xanta was a friend of his. My husband, you see, was a soldier in service to the realm. They met when hunting monsters, and well, they shared a love of hunting and ale, so they had much to talk about down at the alehouse. Then my husband grew sick, and after the funeral, Xanta started calling from time to time, and I appreciated the company, truth be told.
Understood.
Oh. Am I embarrassing you, dear? I suppose he's like a father to you. He was my teacher, but I have no kin. I was alone in the world. Master took me in, cared for me, raised me as a hunter. Perhaps he only did so because he wanted to passeth on his knowledge, the hunting law that he had learned from his own ancestors.
So,
But yes, to me, he is like the father I never had. You must be worried sick, him being gone so long without no word. I am. Thank thee for thine help, but now I must take my leave. I am going to the forest, though surely the trail is cold by now. Do take care of yourself, me dear.
yes.
I will. May I ask one more favour? When thou next seest him, does not tell him what I said today. You mean about him being like your father and all? I don't see where the harm is. He would never let me live it down. Aye, doubtless true, now that you mention it. He's just the sort who'd tease a poor girl for speaking her heart. All right, it'll stay our little secret then. Thank ye, thank ye, thank thee, thank thee. Oh, exit the town to the north and make for the Spectre Wood. We are going to the armourer first. We've got 47,000 to shell out. Let's see. Soldier's longbow. A Magus's bow. A killer bow. We want a soldier's longbow for Hannet. Horn cleaver. Alright, so that's a heavy axe. No, we'll have a horn cleaver for Hannet, I think. Or do we want it for somebody else and then give it to... accuracy's down with that. No, we'll get that for Hannet. Kite shield. No. Spike shield. I thought we already had a spike shield on for her. No, we'll leave that. Silver helm. Falcon hat. Falcon hats look pretty cool. We'll get one for Hannet. Silver armor. No. Elemental robe. We can't afford an elemental robe. let's see if we can sell some of these. Alright, so we'll sell that. Fool's gold ore. Yep. Dubious ore. Pseudo gold. Why not? Mysterious ore. There we go. And then we've got we've got 21,000 back to keep going. Right. So let's just have a look around. The church is just here. What does... Did you know that the first flame was brought down from the heavens by Aelfric himself? It was the self-same Aelfric who did seal away Galdera the Fallen and restored light to our fair Ostera. That is very lovely. Let's look around the town. Let's see what we've got. Those brutes are always coming around my shop picking fights that no one ever sought. They meddle in my trade and even threaten me with violence. I'm as proud of my wares as any, but even I wouldn't shop here if I had to deal with that. Can't they find someone else to bother? Yeah, well, we'll fight these guys. I'm guessing it's these guys that are hanging about that we need to get rid of. What? You planning to get in my way? I'll be back, old man. You can count on that. Wait for me, boss. You've been a great friend to me. I thank you for your help. Looks like my troubles are not over yet. It's just no good. No matter how many times I run that lot out, he always comes back like a bad leaf. No one would be that bloody persistent without reason. Has someone put him up to this?
Say again?
You got something you like to say to us? If you haven't, then clear out. We'll get him again then. Alright, I don't know what we have to do here then, because it just seems to be playing out. Probably have to scare him with Hannah's animals, but hey, whatever it is, eh? Stonegard Heights. So this is where we're heading, I think. And looks like there's a chest over here. We'll have a look over there. This is the area we need to go. So we'll just talk to these. I'm studying the Ventus dynasty, which prospered 3 centuries before our time. Ventus III is my favourite of the kings. He was renowned for his drawings and paintings. Strange thing is, one day Ventus III suddenly stopped painting and never touched a brush again. It was as if he'd lost his muse. A queer mystery, fair to say, and I'm setting about to solve it. A royal secret. Right. Aha, we meet again. Thank you for what you did. Do you remember? I am a historian, and you were so good as to show me the way to the ancient monument. Have you heard any tales of King Beowulf, perchance? If you have, I would like nothing more than to hear them with my own ears. Alright. Let's pop in this house. Oh, what would you like? This tome came from a land across the sea. It appears to describe the lives and customs of the people who live there. Sadly, it is written in a script I can make neither heads nor tails of. I wonder if anyone can. Oh. Let's see if wonder if she can. Oh, well, she cannot. But we'll take her with us anyway. Alright. Looks like we're going here. Spectre Wood Path. Well, straight away, look what we found. 5,000 quid. Lush. We'll just save it here for now. Yeah. A rockfall and no way round, but this is not recent. By the length of the shoots growing on it, I'd say 1-2 moons ago. Rememberest thou this place? Is this where thou left him? Shh, I do not mean it like that, little one. Thou hastened all the way to the village for help. Thou didst not betray him, Hagen. Thou wilt turning back and searching for another path. There is no way past this rock slide. That much is certain. Listen, my girl, hunting isn't about sticking arrows into a monster's hide. Sometimes the land setteth itself against thee, and nature herself, fickle old soul that she is. But always remembering to stoppen and takest in the air, looks around thee. Even if nature is thy foe, does not mean thou must fight her.
Just so.
Instead, turns to lay the land in thy favour. Creatures this forest must have found an way past, letting us searching for their trail.
This will
Hagen, Lind, to my side. What is it? Provoke the mysterious wood creature. Nope. Make for the spectre wood. Here we go. And chest right here. Fool's gold ore. Is there something up here? Ah, there is. There's a chest. Purple chest. Oh, 6,000 quid. Nice. Oh, copper filled pouch there, sell for a little bit. Right, we're just going to heal everybody up and give them all their SP back. No doubt there's a boss here. A battle was fought here, but it was not beast versus beast. The destruction lieth only on one side of the field. Here the rocks are marked with, yes, nicks made by steel weapons, faded footprints too, the signs of men. This fletching, there is no mistaking it. This is one of Master's arrows. He was among those who fought here. Was his foe this Redeye? The trail continueth further into the woods. We must follow it. Lord of the Forest. Gree! The Lord of the Forest is in a foul temper, I see. It cometh. Okay, let's see what it's weak to. Oh, that's a shame. Almost had it broken. Right, let's see if we can first aid on Hannah. I don't know. Oh, well, thankfully we've done that. I was getting a bit grim for a second there.
A formidable beast, but this was not the Redeye that Master sought. Which meaneth our true quarry lieth deeper within the forest. as he draws bow? There is a note tied to the shaft.
To whomever reads this, like as not, thou foundest this next to a stone figure. That's me, the hunter Xanta, in the flesh, so to speak. I was commissioned by the Knights Ardent to hunt on the beast they call him Redeye. A beast that hath left me in this unfortunate state. Among Redeye's formidable powers is the ability to petrify. Already my feet have turned to solid rock. I have but a short time to pen this message before the curse overtaketh me completely. In a village called Still Snow, there is a seer by the name of Susanna. Surely she shall knoweth what to done about this petrification. It is a faint hope, but the only one that remaineth to me. This beast cannot be allowed to run amok. It is far too dangerous, too savage. Pray go with me, not for my sake, but the innocents who dieth if this creature is not put them down.
Master.
And Hobbit, if thou art reading this, pray forgive this old man for not keeping that promise.
The old fool, even as he was turning to stone. So thou wilt stay and watchest over him. That is good. I will seek out this seer Susanna, and pray she knoweth a way to break in the curse. Dearest in all, Master, we will save you. Of this I swear. I should first return to Natalia and tell her what we have found.
Let's see some travel banter. Let's see what that is. Hanet and Alberic. Your master is an impressive man. It is in our most trying moments that our true character is revealed. Your master refused to yield, even as his limbs turned to solid stone. There are few with the wits to know what must be done at such a time, and fewer still with the composure to act upon it. Through his courage, he instilled in you the gift of hope. If that is not greatness, then I know not what is. Truth be told, I have never heard such praise bestowed upon him. I look forward to the day that the three of us can sit down and share a drink. Best not, thou shouldst know that he turneth most tedious when the mead starteth flowing. Endless tall tales of the great beasts he hath hunted, each repeated thrice for good measure. I see, perhaps just soup and barley tea then.
Good to see
Oh, there you are, dear. Well, did you find him?
Greetings.
We did, however.
What?
The beast turned him into stone? If his letter spake true, then yes. I do not yet know how we can bring him back, but I will find a way. I will begin by finding the seer called Susanna. In hunting, thou must never abandon the chase. Master taught me this. If I am to truly call myself his prentice, I must see this hunt through to the very end. Indeed.
'Tis true.
Aha, it's a queer thing. What is? You and Xanta are different in so many ways, yet at times like this, your eyes glitter in the same way. You both have the same steel inside you when you set your mind to something.
Truly.
Is that so? Aye, I reckon it is. Almost like father and daughter, you might say. Now who could that be, if you'll excuse me? Someone thou knowest, girl?
Indeed.
Eliza? Thought I recognised that mule.
But
Eliza, what art thou doing here?
it's like
We had no word from Xanta for weeks. I came to find him. In his most recent missive, he said he was coming to this town in pursuit of the beast.
I see.
'Twas the last I heard from him as well. Whatever has happened here, you must tell me all you know.
God's a mercy for a hunter of Santa's skill to succumb. I would hear all thou knowest about this Redeye. I fear I know very little. Nothing even. The knights Ardent simply bid me hire Santa. They told me nothing more. But it is clear they must have known the danger.
Then why send one man to face the monster alone?
Not any man. So great was the peril, they could turn to no one else. On the hunt, no one could match his speed, his guile. If they had sent a regiment with him, he would have squandered his strength just to keep them alive. Or so they said. It is true. Our village wanteth not for skilled hunters, but even the best of them would only get him in his way. The knight's judgment was correct. But even so, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, yes. It is the same for me. By sending one man alone, we declare to the world our own weakness. Now it falls to me to hunt Redeye in Santa's stead. Hunt. You have another duty. You must go and find the seer. Yes, it was Master's last command before the curse overtook him. I will find the means to free him of it. I must.
Santa's lucky to have such capable friends.
My skill in the hunt is hardly the measure of his, but he needs me, and I will do what I can. Countless times Santa has lent me his strength and courage. Now it is time to give him mine. I shall send word if I learn more of this Redeye. Thank thee. Fearing not, we will save him, Master.
Wait.
Natalia?
I'm so glad I caught you. Here. This is for your journey.
There was no need for thee to...
It's a trifle compared to what you and Eliza are doing. Santa was a good friend to me after my husband passed away and all. Now I can't go fight no monsters like you two.
Yes, but...
So the least I can do is help you on your journey. Let me do that much at least. do anything foolish now, will ya? Even for Zanta's sake.
I will be cautious. After all, I'll be of no use to Master if I get myself killed.
Exactly. Good luck to you, honey.
Thank thee. I promise that I will return, and Master with me.
And thus Hannah leaves Stonegard behind her. Her new quest to save Xanta from his petrified fate. She must find the seer Susanna named in Xanta's last message. Though it be but a glimmer, it is hope none the less. And so she sets out for the Frostlands and the village of Still Snow. It would seem that her journey has only just begun. You obtain a healing grape, inspiriting plum, energizing pomegranate, and some travel banter. Hannet and Alfin. Hey Hannet, hunting ain't an easy life, is it? I'm still but apprentice, and not a hunter true. Tell me, is your master a good man? Mine is. Well, he's not my master per se, just someone I look up to more than anyone. I haven't met him in years. Still, if I knew he was in danger, even vicious fiends couldn't stop me from rushing to his aid. Sorry, I'm just saying. I think I know how you feel is all. Anyway, just remember I'm here to fix up any wounds you suffer on the way. So you don't have to hold anything back in your quest to save him. What's the matter? I was merely waiting for my turn to speaking. And now that it has come, allow me to thank thee from the bottom of mine heart. So everybody, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of the Octopath Traveler. I've been your host today, Dark Mazda for Dark Mazda Series Gaming. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you very much. If you have liked the content, please give me a like and a sub. And next time we will start off with characters chapter 3s. We'll see who we fancy taking on for the first section of the chapter 3s. So until then, that is goodbye from me, and I will see you guys on the flip side.